Welcome everybody to Ringside Wrestling Entertainment. This is Joel Perez here for your Smackdown Live review for the date of May 16th, 2017. And here tonight we had the go-home show to WWE Backlash. Really, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, right off the bat, this show sucked. God damn, was this show boring as hell. You had the matches of AJ Styles versus Jinder Mahal. You had a contract signing between Natalya, the Welcoming Committee, and Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Naomi. Welcoming Committee, a horrible name, by the way. You had Baron Corbin versus Randy Orton, and of course the tag teams and what they're doing going in to WWE Backlash. Really a boring show here tonight by all definitions. We were supposed to see Rusev, nowhere to be found. No Ty Dillinger for the second week in a row, I believe. No Shinsuke Nakamura to be expected. He's appearing on SmackDown every other week. So really, for a go-home show here tonight on SmackDown Live, nothing too exciting here going into Backlash, and that really is unfortunate because Backlash looks like it's shaping up to be a damn good pay-per-view. You have Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton for the WWE Championship, the Fashion Police challenging for the tag team titles against the Usos. You have Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, Shinsuke Nakamura making his debut here tonight. It's a damn good looking card. AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. That is a healthy looking card, and the fact that the SmackDown Live show that we got here tonight was just so goddamn boring really made no sense to me. It really didn't. This show was boring head to toe. They put zero effort into making this show anything notable. This show was absolutely abysmal when it came to entertaining. This show had me with a headache. It had me falling in and out of consciousness, in and out of attention. I'm not going to say I fell asleep here, but I mean, I wasn't really paying attention because this show was pretty goddamn boring throughout most of this show, and it really is unfortunate that that's what SmackDown was left with, and it really is unfortunate to see both Raw last night be such a terrible show, and SmackDown here tonight probably not any better. SmackDown, I mean, it probably was better if you really do think about it than Monday Night Raw, because what you get on Raw every week is just absolutely terrible. But SmackDown here tonight, really, for the standards of a SmackDown, was not good whatsoever. And again, with the consistency, they continue to go up, down, 1 week good, 1 week bad, 1 week good, 1 week bad, and that really needs to end. I understand your SmackDown roster is going to be looking a lot healthier when Rusev comes back. That's going to be a big addition. We're still awaiting to see if Shelton Benjamin is going to join the SmackDown roster. Lana is joining the SmackDown Women's Division. The New Day is going into the Tag Team Division. I understand that. I do. I get it. You have a lot of moving pieces on SmackDown, a lot of names that still need to go in to complete the puzzle. But still, that gives you no excuse when you have a roster with names like AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. When you have a roster filled with those names, there's no excuse for you to be giving me a bad show. And that's exactly what this was here tonight. It was not an entertaining show. It wasn't. It was boring. It did nothing for me going into Backlash. I enjoyed maybe the last half hour of this show. Everything else was a complete blur. It really was. It really, really was. And if this is the quality of show we are going to be getting from here on, SmackDown isn't looking good, bro. That's all I'm going to tell you as far as the quality of this show goes. Not good. Not good. Very boring, stoic, unoriginal, lackluster what we saw here tonight. And those are words I'd use to describe Monday Night Raw, not SmackDown. I shouldn't be using those words to describe anything concerning the WWE product, but unfortunately I have to, and it does not put a smile on my face. So that was SmackDown Live here tonight. Not a good show. Gonna give it to you straight. I come on here, Ringside Wrestling Entertainment, to give it to you straight. And here tonight, it was not good. For now, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to go check out all the other content on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. Monday Night Raw review uploaded last night. Make sure to go check that out. Make sure to like, make sure to comment what you thought of Monday Night Raw last night, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the content on this channel, as well as Behind the Mic posted last Saturday, and last week's Monday Night Raw and SmackDown reviews are up. And make sure to subscribe as well, because Backlash preview and predictions are coming this Thursday. I believe I'm going to have it up this Thursday. And NXT TakeOver Chicago preview and predictions are also going to be up on the channel, as well as reviews for both NXT TakeOver Chicago and WWE Backlash after those shows air. So it's going to be a busy week for the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, and it's no better time than now to subscribe to the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. So make sure to go do that. Make sure to go check out the Twitter. That gives you updates whenever I post a video. If you want to check it out through there, I usually live tweet during SmackDown and Raw. Really nothing to tweet about during SmackDown here tonight. Last night during Raw, I was tweeting here and there, but to get updates on what's going on in the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, make sure to also go follow the Twitter of the same name. For now, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Joel Perez, and that is your little intro there. For now, let's go into the segment-by-segment review of SmackDown Live. SmackDown Live here tonight, May 16th, 2017. Here we were in, where were they here tonight? I have it in my notes here. Manchester. They were in Manchester, New Hampshire here tonight. And Kevin Owens actually started off this show, and you know, whenever Kevin Owens is starting off a show, it seems like a pretty good start. So Kevin Owens, he here tonight was hosting his own highlight reel. He stole that idea, of course, from yours truly, Chris Jericho. He welcomes us to the new and improved highlight reel, with the new host being the face of America and your United States champion, Kevin Owens. He tells us that the reason there's a new host is because you will never, ever see Chris Jericho ever again. So he says that Jericho was obsessed with lists and all this other crap, but the only list he's on now is the injured list. And that is just a sneak peek of what we will see this Sunday at Backlash. He starts to introduce his guest for the highlight reel in French, but none other than AJ Styles interrupts. AJ comes out to a huge ovation, and AJ says he has seen Owens take everything from Jericho, but he didn't think Owens would go as far as to steal his show. Owens says he didn't steal anything and brings up Styles' loss to Chris Jericho last year at WrestleMania. Owens asks what Styles is doing out here, as he was not Owens' guest, and Styles says he will bring back the U.S. title back to the United States, and says that this does not have to wait till Sunday until Jinder Mahal comes out and says that he was supposed to be Kevin's guest. He brings up what he did last week to Randy Orton and says that the crowd will be bowing to his feet when he wins the WWE Championship. He says in order to find yourself, you must lose yourself. And Styles will find himself in agony similar to Randy Orton this Sunday. Owens says that Styles is in for a rough week after losing to Mahal tonight and him on Sunday. As Styles gets in the ring to beat Owens' ass, Owens, please, we go to a commercial, and when we come back, it is AJ Styles versus Jinder Mahal. Now this match worries me, bro. This match really does worry me because Jinder Mahal was in a match with a phenomenal AJ Styles here tonight, and at best, this match was decent. Not anything at all too special. And I mean, tonight, he's in the ring with AJ Styles, who is infinitely better in the ring than Randy Orton. Randy Orton is boring, he's stale, he's generic in that ring, being using the same moves for 10 whole years now, has Randy Orton. And he really does not bring anything too much to the table. So my concern is, as my cat is meowing over there, probably in agreement with me, but the only thing Jinder Mahal or Randy Orton brings to the table is really nothing. It's really nothing. And compared to AJ Styles, and if AJ Styles couldn't even put on a good match with Mr. Jinder, don't hinder Jinder, but if AJ Styles couldn't even put on a good match with Jinder Mahal, or a match that was better than decent with Jinder Mahal, what does that tell us for this Sunday? Are we going to be getting a shitty goddamn WWE Championship match? And Jinder Mahal might be great on the mic. He might not have a great physique now. He might look great with the WWE Championship, but you really cannot deny that the in-ring style and the in-ring ability of Jinder Mahal is just not there, bro. That really has to be a concern on your mind for this Sunday. Can Jinder Mahal go in that ring? Because if AJ Styles can't bring Jinder Mahal to a good match, I mean, AJ Styles could wrestle a cardboard cutout of himself, and it would be a 5-star match. So you're telling me he couldn't bring Jinder Mahal to a good match? I don't get it. But decent match here at best. But in the end, Jinder Mahal scores yet another victory when the Singh brothers distracted the referee, and Owens, who was on commentary, hit Styles in the leg with the U.S. title, incapacitated his knee, which allowed Jinder Mahal to hit the sleeper hold slam, or the Kala, I don't know what they're calling it, but they gave it a name. They very well did give it a name, and Jinder Mahal gets the win. Of course, giving Jinder Mahal even more momentum. A win over AJ Styles, bro. I mean, if he's getting wins over AJ Styles, I better get a good match at Backlash, damn it. But, maybe, I don't know if they're going to play up this knee injury at Backlash within the AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens match, because Owens did hit Styles in the knee with that United States Championship, and Styles was selling it pretty hard here tonight. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But Jinder Mahal scoring a win over AJ Styles, I don't know how much I agree with that, but I mean, you really do need to give Jinder some legitimacy, and as of the past couple weeks at least, winning that six-pack challenge, beating Sami Zayn, pinning Randy Orton, and now pinning AJ Styles. Those are three big names in Zayn, Orton, and Styles right there. So Jinder Mahal, hopefully, he's been putting on some decent promos. The promo he cut after his six-pack challenge being the best, but he's been putting on some decent promos. Hopefully, he can give us a good match, because from now on, the build is over, bro. And I'm still not sold. I am going to be quite honest with you. I am not sold on Jinder Mahal. I really am not. So hopefully he can give us a good match. But as of right now, that's the only thing you have left there. And it's the only thing that's really going to make this feud go from, okay, I guess, forgettable really, to, oh, okay, that was actually pretty decent and was a placeholder until we got something that we really wanted to see in Randy Orton versus Rusev, which is probably coming at Money in the Bank. Rusev, who, by the way, was supposed to be on this show, and we did not see. Last week on SmackDown Live, Rusev, in a promo, said, I have gotten no response from Shane McMahon, and that's disrespectful, so next week I will go to SmackDown Live myself, and I will see what is up. I will confront Shane McMahon. Where was Rusev here tonight? Nowhere to be found. So, what the hell is going on there, bro? What the hell is going on there? Because I really do not understand. No Rusev here tonight. Hopefully, he will be here next week, but no sight of Rusev here tonight. We did get promos for Lana, though, so, I mean, does that count? I don't know. I don't know. We see another episode of the Fashion Files, where Tyler Breeze is dressed up as a janitor, and he's saying that SmackDown Live is filthy with people and their fashion styles, like Baron Corbin, who has 3 shirts with a wolf on them, Sami Zayn wearing too much flannel, but the Usos, they're good. They're scary, which scares Breeze, but Fandango reminds them, or reminds Breeze, that this Sunday they will become SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. So that was the episode of the Fashion Files here tonight, which I think is something that should be running for a long, long time. Don't just stop it here, bro. Even if Breeze and Fandango do not win the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships, I say you have these episodes of the Fashion Files continue, because these are skits that can quite honestly get guys over, and I feel like these skits do very well have the ability to get Breeze and Fandango over, bro. They've been working so far. They have been working so far. Tonight's skit, I wouldn't say was as good as the last 2, but I mean, they have been working so far, and they really are developing personality in Breeze and Fandango. And that's not something, this is a unique gimmick. That's not something you're seeing much nowadays. Nowadays, it's a stale-ass gimmick. Look at American Alpha. They've done a terrible job at giving American Alpha a character. They really have. So I don't know what's going on here, but if I say, despite the fact that Breeze and Fandango might not walk out winners next Sunday, or this Sunday, despite the fact that they may not walk out winners, I say that's no excuse to stop these episodes of the Fashion Files, because they quite honestly are great. I like that. But Randy Orton is interviewed about Jinder Mahal, saying that Jinder Mahal thinks that people don't like him because of his nationality and because of the way he looks. But the truth is that people don't like Jinder because he is an ass. So Randy Orton being quite blatant with his feelings about Mahal there. We go to the Fashion Police versus the Colognes, which have gone right back to being jobbers. First 2 weeks, they beat American Alpha. It looks like they're going to do something good on SmackDown Live. Nope. Here tonight, the Fashion Police pick up the win, and Fandango actually picked up the win with the Falcon's Arrow, which was actually pretty damn decent. I like that, bro. I like that. I don't know why Seth Rollins isn't winning matches with the fucking Falcon's Arrow. I mean, he's hitting some terrible looking knee, but he has the Falcon's Arrow in his arsenal. Look at Fandango picking up wins with it. You're telling me Rollins can't do the same? I don't know, bro. But the Usos come out after this match, and they cut another fire promo saying that 5 days before Backlash, 5 days before Backlash, and the Fashion Police wants to play around for the gram, but they do this for the titles. They like to play cops and robbers, and the Usos are the inmates, and the Usos penitentiary is open, and they are going to put them on the stretcher because it ain't paranoia. It's the Usos. I love it. I love it. Half the shit, they're going so fast during these promos. Half the shit they said, I couldn't even keep up with. But again, if there's a part of SmackDown Live you want to go check out, it's this promo from the Usos. Damn good promo that these guys have. Who would have knew? If they wouldn't have been put on SmackDown, you wouldn't have seen the fact that these guys cut a fantastic promo. That these guys work great as heels. And so far, bro, with these promos that they have come out and have been cutting, the Usos have been damn good tag team champions, if you ask me. Great shit from the Usos. A lot of people are saying that they want to see Breezango, the Fashion Police, win the tag team championships. The Usos are doing great work, bro. I say keep it on them and maybe have the Fashion Police win it later. But the Usos are doing some damn good work. And I feel like it would be a shame to have yet another short title reign in this tag team division. I mean, you could look back to Heath Slater and Rhino. They only had the titles for 2 months. The Wyatt family only had the title for about a month. American Alpha only had the titles for about 2 months. And then they went to the Usos. I don't want to see yet another short reign. I say you have them hold it for a while. Maybe even until SummerSlam, if you ask me, bro. Maybe even until SummerSlam, you have the Usos hold these tag team titles. I mean, you're really building up the Fashion Police and keep building up this tag team division. Maybe you have the Ascension be the next challenger of the Usos. Maybe have another match with American Alpha, but at this point, you're kind of sick of it. Really, if you think about it, you're kind of sick of seeing the Usos versus American Alpha. We've seen it so much. So I don't know, but you can really keep building up these tag teams and make something great. It's inevitable. We are going to see the Usos versus the New Day, but the Usos are doing fantastic work in this tag team division, and if you ask me, they should keep it up and keep those tag team titles. Moving on here to the next segment, it was the contract signing for a 6-woman tag. Really? Really? That needs a contract signing, bro? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? A 6-woman tag? No, not maybe the match between AJ Styles and Kevin Owens. Instead of that terrible opening with Kevin Owens opening up a highlight reel. Not a contract signing for Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton. Not a contract signing for an actual championship match. No, a 6-woman tag. Why? Why, bro? But Shane McMahon comes out here tonight acting like this is all important. He says that he believes that SmackDown is WWE's premier brand, and one of the major reasons for that is the women's division. I'll tell you, not as of late, bro. Maybe before. Maybe back in 2016 when SmackDown was doing great shit every single week. But here, ever since the Superstar shakeup, probably ever since the build towards WrestleMania officially kicked off, ever since after the Elimination Chamber, the SmackDown Women's Division has not been doing anything of avail, if you ask me. He introduces the Welcoming Committee, which is a terrible name, probably one of the worst stable names I have ever heard in the WWE/WWF, bro. That's how far back I'm going with that one. And he then introduces Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Naomi. He introduces them separately. Natalya says that it's funny to see the three of them pretending to be best friends, but only one word comes to mind: pathetic. They say that all they have done is beat them down, and it will be the same on this Sunday when they prove that they are the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. So Natalya, with some strong words to say here, Charlotte, or Becky Lynch, picks up the mic. She says that there's no chance in hell that she would join the Welcoming Committee, because Natalya mentioned something before about how she gave Becky the chance to join the Welcoming Committee. But Becky Lynch said that there's no chance in hell that she would join the Welcoming Committee, or Natalya and her goons. Charlotte says that they have had an issue, the Welcoming Committee has, with Charlotte ever since she arrived on SmackDown. and they've tried to take her down. But this Sunday, they better bring everything they have because they will be taken down, and afterwards the Queen will go after her crown because she will fight Naomi for the Women's Championship. So Charlotte's still remaining heel here. She's still keeping her sights on the Women's Championship. Naomi said some crap about scheduling a hair appointment because the glow and the royalty and the fire is going to burn your hair off. Some crap like that. Corny ass line, and it was decent. I mean, it was bearable until James Ellsworth picks up the mic and he starts saying some crap about how Becky Lynch and Charlotte and Naomi are all interested in them, and how Carmella will kick their asses. He talked about Carmella taking the title from Naomi and blah blah blah. And when Naomi actually tried to attack Carmella, Carmella actually slammed Naomi's head into the mat, and Shane McMahon says there's obviously tension here, so you know what, one-on-one match. We go to the break, and we come back for 3 minutes, and this is what made this also terrible. We come back for 3 minutes to see Ellsworth get kicked out from ringside. We go back to commercial break. Soon enough, Natalya and Tamina, when we come back, get sent to the back, but instead they start brawling with Charlotte and Becky. That distracts Naomi, and Carmella gets a roll-up victory over your women's champion. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me, bro? Absolutely terrible. First thing that's wrong with this, a contract signing for a 6-woman tag? Really? Second thing that's wrong with this, the welcoming committee? I'm still complaining about that name. Third thing that's wrong with this, why are you giving James Ellsworth mic time? Fourth thing that's wrong with this, Carmella is absolutely terrible in the ring. Fifth thing that's wrong with this, why, oh why are you pinning your women's champion? You know that Carmella ain't getting a title shot anytime soon. Are you really going to waste my time on SmackDown Live giving Carmella a championship match? No. So why is your champion getting pinned? Especially getting pinned to some person like Carmella, who's terrible in the ring, and you know is not going to win the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. Why? I don't get it, bro. And it just shows how WWE does not care about retaining any credibility on their champions. Absolutely terrible segment. Absolutely terrible. Why is Shane McMahon showing any importance to this? It just comes across as absolutely ridiculous, and probably, no, not probably, it was the worst part of the night. We move on to probably the best part of the night, the last half hour of the night, and this, from the worst crap that we saw, it was the best crap that we saw. Dolph Ziggler, he says that last week he didn't understand the hype, but that came out of ignorance. So he says tonight he is going to show a promo package of Shinsuke Nakamura. Alright, there's nothing there because apparently, according to Ziggler, Shinsuke Nakamura has done nothing for Ziggler to show. Ziggler then showed a pretty nice developed highlight package for himself. He said that at Backlash, everyone is looking forward to the debut of Nakamura, but none more than himself, because this is an opportunity to spit in the face of all his doubters by beating Nakamura before he even begins. Absolutely fantastic. Of course, there's nobody who cannot wait to see this match. This match is going to be spectacular. It's going to be great to see, and it's been built very, very well. So I cannot wait to see this match. Ziggler doing some good things. Ziggler in a prominent role on SmackDown Live for the first time probably since his feud with The Miz. So good on him. He's been flourishing as a heel in his program with Nakamura. And I mean, we're going to see the debut of Shinsuke Nakamura on the main roster in the ring at Backlash. And quite honestly, I cannot wait. We go to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is in an interview and he's talking about how he's finally been granted his match with Baron Corbin at Backlash, that's going to be a great match too. Imagine the style of Baron Corbin going against the style of Sami Zayn. That's going to be a fantastic match right there. I can't wait to see that one right there. But Sami Zayn, he has some things to say. He's saying that a guy like him is a threat to a guy like Baron Corbin because Corbin knows for a fact that he cannot keep a guy like Sami Zayn down. Sami Zayn is just going to keep on fighting. Before you knew it, Corbin comes in and he assaults Zayn from behind, saying that Zayn better stay away unless he wants Corbin to end him at Backlash. So that was pretty cool right there. This feud, I wish this feud would have been given more builds. I mean, really the build has been on talking smack, and I mean tonight, you saw a small backstage segment and Baron Corbin went into a match with Randy Orton. Really not much build for this match. I would be a lot more invested in this match, and like I was saying yesterday during my Raw review, these matches are no longer built on storyline. They're built off the hope that these guys are going to put on a fantastic match in that ring. And that's all fine and dandy because with the competitors you have today, with the in-ring style you have today, that probably is going to be the case. You probably are going to get a great match, but you feel so much more investment. When you do feel that investment, the match becomes so much better. And I mean, that's something that you're seeing down in NXT, that old school style where storytelling really makes the matchup that much better. When you're seeing a Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor, when you're seeing a feud like Shinsuke Nakamura versus Bobby Roode, the storytelling, the simplistic storytelling that you know why these guys are fighting and you're invested to see this match happening. It's all over the gold, and these guys will do whatever it takes to get it. And I mean, it really does add a new layer of intensity and a new layer of excitement to the match. And that's really something you could have. You can have a classic with Baron Corbin and Sami Zayn, especially if these guys, if you really understand and you see and they give this time to develop and you saw why these guys are at each other's throats, but you really haven't been giving much of that. You really haven't, and that's the case with a lot of feuds these days. That storytelling aspect of it, which WWE really does not seem to focus on these days. They focus more on making some wisecrack jokes than showing us why these guys despise each other. I mean, really, that's what made feuds like Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn so great. That's what made feuds like Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker so great. Michaels versus Bret Hart. Hart versus Austin. Rock versus Austin. That's what made these feuds so goddamn great. These guys were at each other's throats, and you knew why. It was important to them. But really, you really do not see that often here. And that's really the case with a lot of these storylines at Backlash. It really is. I cannot tell to you one storyline on this show where I can truly go and say, these guys are going to have a great match. Not just because they're fantastic in the ring, but because it's been built up to perfection. And even with AJ Styles and Kevin Owens, you don't see that. Even with AJ Styles and Kevin Owens. So, I mean, we're going to see. It's probably going to be a great pay-per-view. But, I mean, really, you're not seeing what should be seen from a wrestling show. And I understand the business has changed, but it would be nice. It would add to the programming, and it would add to the quality of these shows. And that's why a lot of people are saying, that's why a lot of people these days just can't stand the wrestling product, because it's changed so much where the story just really doesn't matter. And I mean, It really would make the product a lot better. But we move on to Randy Orton versus Baron Corbin here. Pretty good match. Pretty good match between these two. I expected this to be more slow paced and just wrist lock here, headlock there. But no, they put on a damn good match, and I'll give it to Corbin and Orton. They put on a damn good match here tonight. But what was important is what happened after the match. And by the way, Randy Orton won with an RKO. Don't like the fact that Baron Corbin's losing, bro. Don't like the fact that Baron Corbin's losing. This guy is your future. He shouldn't be taking no nonsense losses to Randy Orton on SmackDown. I understand Randy Orton's your WWE champion, but I mean, really not a match that should be ending in Randy Orton just getting a victory. Really not a match that should be ending that way. But Jinder Mahal comes out after this match, telling Orton to savor his victory and relish his time as WWE champion, because it will soon come to an end. They then attack Orton, that being Jinder Mahal and the Bollywood Boys, allowing Mahal to hit the Kaloss, or the Sleeper Hold Slam, on Orton, as Jinder holds up the WWE Championship to close the show. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I really don't expect Jinder Mahal to win this match whatsoever. It'd be shocking to see that be the case. But I mean, Backlash here tonight, or Backlash on Sunday, it's going to be a great pay-per-view, no doubt about it. What we're going to see in the ring is going to be fantastic, and there's no denying that. There really isn't. But when it comes to the quality of this show here tonight, if I had to give SmackDown a rating, it would probably be a 4.5 or a 5 out of 10. So that is not good whatsoever, and I really expect next week for things to be turned to the next level. We'll see Rusev, we'll see new feuds come to a fold, and hopefully we're going to see a better SmackDown than we've been seeing in the past 4 weeks, where the consistency of this show is just good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. Hopefully we can get good. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Joel Perez of Ringside Wrestling Entertainment. And for now, that has been your SmackDown Live review. Make sure to go check out all the other content on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. Make sure to go check out the Monday Night Raw review from last night. Monday Night Raw review. If you missed Raw and SmackDown last week, make sure to go check out the reviews from last week. They're uploaded behind the mic. This Saturday was uploaded. We're talking about Roman Reigns possibly winning the Intercontinental title from The Miz on Raw. What the hell is going on there? As well as JBL's bullying scandal continuing in the WWE, this time with Sami Zayn saying that he'd rather be captured by ISIS than have dinner with Sami Zayn. What the hell is wrong with Mr. JBL? But for now, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you guys. So make sure to like, make sure to comment, and make sure to subscribe, because for now, this has been Joel Perez of Ringside Wrestling Entertainment, and for now, I am out of here. Thank you very, very much for watching this video.